Let's make a board game. Last time on this, we have the pieces taking turns badly. Let's see what we have. It'll roll. That's adorable. Oh, I see. I've still got the test fail value in there, so it's probably going to go in the question box. Yes, whatever. It's doing that. That's not good. Goodbye. All right. So obviously, we need to keep track of the pink pieces places, and we need to keep track of the blue pieces places. That's hard to say. I got it, but it's hard to say. We're probably going to have to give each individual piece their own place value, by which I mean variable that is place, not like tens or ones or whatever. Anyway, they all need their own variable, and we're going to do that through a script. There is a smarter version of me that would have made the blue piece an inherited scene from pink piece. I don't think just one sprite needs to be a scene. Now, I could eat those words later, but what I'm doing, let me slow down and show you. I've got pink piece highlighted. See where it says script, empty? I'm going to click the arrow, new script. It's going to want me to call it pinkpiece.gd. But I also want this to go on the blue piece, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. So I'm just going to call it piece.gd. Create, delete all this good stuff, and the only thing we're going to really do is var place, type it as an int. Cool. That's it. Now, if I click on blue piece and I come over here to script and I click the arrow and I click quick load, I can just pick out piece.gd. And now you can see the little script icon, pink piece and blue piece, they have the same script, so they both have place on them. And if I add in, you know what, just to prove my point, I'm going to export this variable. It doesn't really matter, but you can see over here, like pink piece has got a place, blue piece has got a place. If I add just a piece.gd anything, export var anything string, why not? And save it. Now they both have the anything variable. So it's, because they both share the same script, they're technically, they're inheriting, but they're not inherited scenes because I didn't click inherited scenes. I'm going to delete that anything variable. That's probably going to mess with us later. Go into main. In here, now that we've got the variable on the piece, anywhere we say well, let me back up. It's setting piece right here. Either piece is the same as pink piece or piece is the same as blue piece. So if we want to talk to the blue piece's place, dot pi is going to yell at me because it's not the same type, but that's what we would do. So let's find a place where it says place, like right here. What we're going to do is we're going to replace each one of these with piece dot place. So now it'll go, oh, you want me to move it to pink pieces place or blue pieces place. It's going to go through, and I'm going to do that for us. You do it too. I could, I think Control F. That's find. There is a find and replace in Godot, and I don't remember where it is, and I'm actually not going to use it because I don't trust my clumsy self to not come up here and change something. So I'm going to do it manually. Pink piece turn. If game spaces, yep, this is one we want to replace. Because we need to know if it's the pink piece or the blue piece on the game space, right? Place. No, piece. Dot place -2. Well, piece dot place doesn't equal that. Piece dot place minus equals 1. piece dot place. Now I'm kind of wishing I did use it. Stay strong. You can type. It's actually pretty good for you to watch me do this so that you know, like, oh yeah, those are all the spots. And there shouldn't be anything there. See, and if I'd used find replace, it would have come down here and started doing it. Okay. Allegedly, this should work. Okay. I found one that I missed, and it was an obvious one. Maybe I really should have used find replace. Dang it! PIE. No, IECE dot iPlace is not a thing. Did I even spell piece right? Yes. Now we're going to test. Roll. I should move forward for it, right? Blah, blah, blah. Cool. Now when I click, the blue piece should plop forward, right? And it went forward 3. And now the pink piece is going to move. I bet. Oh, interesting. I got backwards ones. And we know the backwards ones works. So Godot's actually one step ahead of me. I was going to encourage you to test all 3 of our game spaces cases down here. And we just tested which way but dot back. So we know this works. That's really easy to mess up, even if you used find replace. So I'm going to recommend that if you didn't get the chance, you come up here and you change roll to equal 5. I'm going to tell you why I said that. When I was testing this code, I actually missed a place down here. And every time it hit the backwards, I'll show you in 2D view. Every time it hit the backwards, it went, but it kept going. And it actually went, it just cycled through the entire board. It was really interesting to watch, but it's also not the intended behavior. So I did have to fix it. So I've got roll equals 6. This is probably going to test our question thing, right? Make sure that the question box is still detecting. It's still detecting. Okay, we are using Godot for. Love that for me. Go away. And what do we have? What haven't we tested yet? That would be 12, right? We're going to test, I think this is forward. Can't remember if it would be 12 or 11. I guess we'll see. I don't feel like counting. It's actually quite late where I am right now. So I'm just going to do math live on camera, which has never failed me before. Oops. Okay, so it is 11. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ha 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 ha. When she's good, she's good. That little pause made me like kind of scared, but nope, it did it. Okay. So provably all 3 of our cases work, right? Yeah. So I can't remember how many episodes back it was. It may have been 2. I thought we had fixed this bug, but I don't think we have. It's the bug where if I click and see the piece move, I should not be able to roll again. Like, wow, look at me roll over and over and over. That shouldn't, I swear I thought we fixed that. I don't know if we reintroduced it with the 2 pieces or maybe I just didn't have it right. I don't know. But here's the fix that we're going to implement. Come down here to move. I think what it's doing is it's waiting for the piece to move one spot, and then the timer goes out, and then it's like, yeah, you can click again. That's not right. We don't want the user to be able to click again until everything's all the way done moving, or when roll equals 0. So I've come up here to on dice, dice has rolled. If roll equals 0, I'm going to put it right at the top. V, never mind. Dice dot can click equals true. That should fix that bug. Let's look. Click, 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 click. Yeah, it's fixed. And then we'll make sure that we can click again here in a second. What did I set it to? Oh, it's going to go to the forward. And I can still click. And the blue piece will now move to the same spot. It's kind of hard to tell when your turn is over, but I'm thinking we'll solve that like when we get to sound design. I'm not worried about that right this instant. I am going to cut it here, and you have an excellent one, and you take it easy.